Top 10 Most Ancient Ruins in the World. 1. Rapa National Park, Easter Island. Moai, vast graven stone figures, dominate the landscape here. These haunting statues, representational process ancestors of the Rapa Nui individuals, very tall from half dozen feet to 16, were erected throughout the 10th to the 16th centuries. To envision them, you'll got to visit the foremost remote haunted island on Earth. That isolation light-emitting diode to distinctive creative traditions, that embody petroglyphs in stone homes and caves. Covering 40% of the island, the park contains many statues. 2. Volubilis, Morocco. This 5,000-year-old town and geographical area was supported by the Berbers and later became an overseas outpost of the Roman Empire. It had been occupied for 10 centuries and numerous cultures mingled here, together with Muslim and Christian. Given their isolation, climate, and long abandonment, associations vertical bar the traditional ruins, including an conduit, thermal baths, and a triumphal arch, are in fine condition, despite earthquake harm. Particularly noteworthy, the mosaic floors within the House of Orpheus, the largest of the excavated residences. 3. Chichen Itza, Mexico. A brilliant work of design and physical science, the Pyramid of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza is thus exactly designed that on the vernal and autumnal equinoxes, the sun casts shadows that travel like snakes and appear to descend its stairways. Aforesaid to represent the plumed serpent immortal Kukulkan, the shadows come doubly yearly to drink from sacred sinkholes called cenotes. Today the development attracts thousands to the already huddled archaeological website, however almost identical light play are often seen the day before, with a fraction of the guests. 4. Heart of Neolithic Orkney, Scotland. Scotland's archipelago are wealthy in relics portray a life 5,000 years past. You'll realize the stones of Stinnes, Maeshowe, Skara Brae, and also the Ring of Brodgar, 4 monuments referred to as the guts of Neolithic Orkney, on the archipelago's largest island, mainland. These late period of time remnants are well preserved, due partially to their location. Older than Stonehenge and much less visited, the dwellings of Skara hillside are known as the Scottish Urban Centre. Stinnes, an early henge monument, resembles a contemporary sculpture installation. Maeshowe could be a divided mound topographic point, sporting Norse graffiti, and Brodgar's giant stone circle has 27 of the initial megaliths still standing. 5. Ayutthaya, Thailand. While you're in Thailand, escape the colorful chaos of Bangkok and head for the historic capital of Ayutthaya, a United Nations Agency World Heritage website. Ayutthaya may be an apparitional town of placing ruins in entangled wats, or temples, and praying, reliquary towers. Bright-colored offerings distinction with the aging stones and brick. King Ramadabadi based Ayutthaya in 1350, placed at the top of the Gulf of Asian nation, it had been a commerce center, with palaces and monasteries, one in every of the world's largest cities in its period. Ayutthaya was the capital of the Siamese kingdom till its destruction by the Burmese army in 1767. 6. Petra, Jordan. Petra flourished quite 2,000 years agone. Commerce with Rome is associated to degree equal before being abandoned when earthquakes within the 4th and 6th centuries CE now. Guests will walk down a long, slender ravine of the Seek to the town entrance, as dramatic associate degree approach as any to a tour attraction. The ravine opens onto the sculpted facade of the Treasury, Petra's most picture website. From there, you'll explore cliffside tombs, the Road of Fusades, associate degree and amphitheater hewn from living rock. The sumptuous recent religious residence sits atop a steep however rewarding climb. Contemplate shopping for a 3-day price tag and visiting at completely different times who fancy the ever-changing lightweight. 7. City of Caral-Supe, Peru. The UNESCO World Heritage website designation is actually a reliable stamp of approval meaning visit here. The traditional ruins of the sacred town of Caral-Supe, the oldest civilization center within the Americas, is one such website. Geological dating back quite 5,000 years, it's situated in a very desert close to the Supe stream, north of capital of Peru. Its 150 acres features sunken circular plazas, a tall temple, and earthen and stone dwellings, impressive design for people UN agency failed to create ceramic pots. Peruvian archaeologist Ruth Shady Seidel began excavations in 1994, and they're creating current discoveries. Caral-Supe's weather-worn pyramids were designed before the known Egyptian pyramids. 8. Abu Simbel, Egypt. The spectacular nice pyramids of urban center truly earn their Marvel of the Planet title. Then again there's Abu Simbel. The positioning has temperament. Ramesses II is gift at each flip, as is his married person Nefertari. 4 large likenesses area unit graven into arenaceous rock walls and appearance out over Lake Nasser. Inside, it's pure Hoosier stage owns an archaeology with glorious hieroglyphics and rows of columns at each flip. The temple is devoted to sun gods. Double a year, the sun's rays travel 185 feet to completely illuminate the inside. Travel here is from city in an exceedingly caravan that leaves at dawn. Create arrangements from your edifice for the trip and be glad you made the choice to pay respects. 9. Derinkuyu Underground City, Turkey. There's a lot to examine in geographic region than what you'll be able to read from its picture hot air balloon rides. Derinkuyu is the largest of 2 subterranean cities in gourmet parkland and therefore the rock sites of Cappadocia, and non-natural landscape of hoodoos, fairy chimneys, and troglodyte villages. The Byzantine town housed up to 20,000 folks on multiple levels, falling 18 stories underground, complete with ventilation shafts and ways to get water. It provided refuge throughout sieges. Thick stone wheels served as doors to dam intruders. And miles-long tunnels linked Derinkuyu to different underground settlements. 10. Aksum, Ethiopia. Back once the empire was powerful, the dominion of Aksum thrived in northern African nation for a few 10 centuries. The remains of this international commerce center embrace palace ruins, royal tombs, and graven obelisks. The tallest obelisk still standing is graven to match a building and rises quite 60 feet. Like the bastion and alternative historical ruins plundered by numerous conquerors, within the case of Aksum, Italian troopers took an obelisk 1937 throughout their occupation of Ethiopia. It had been came back during the century. Alternative valuable remnants, stone tablets with multilingual inscriptions in Greek, Sabina, and what was in the native language, Ge'ez.